Welcome to another episode of BurqueñoBQ. Today we're going to be making some smoked chipotles and some other smoked peppers I'll get to in a minute. But before we get on, if you like what you see, don't forget to hit the subscribe button below and the bell. You'll be notified every time we have new videos coming out. And don't forget to visit nmbbq.com. That's NM as in New Mexico, bbq.com for all of our merchandise, things that are coming up, and all the videos we've done in the past. So, we've got chipotles, which are just smoked jalapenos. I've got serrano peppers that have been smoked here, and I've got these habaneros. Now, I've eaten habanero on lots of things, but I've never tasted a habanero off the grill before. So, at the end of the video, I'll take a bite of this extremely hot pepper, and we'll see how it goes. So, if you want to learn how to make all these, go ahead and watch the rest of the video. So we're ready to get going on these chipotles. Typically, I make them with jalapenos, put them on the smoker, and that's it. But today I wanted to try a few new things. I've got some serrano peppers on my left here. I've got jalapeno peppers on my right, which is what I typically use to make chipotles. And just for some fun, I have some habaneros here too. I've never cooked with habaneros. I've tasted them many times, but I'm going to smoke them up today, and I'm hoping to maybe do a salsa or a barbecue sauce, maybe both, because these things are real hot, and I'm pretty sure each one will go quite far. So, first thing you're going to need is gloves. You do not want to do any of this without gloves. And when you have the gloves on after you've been handling the peppers, you do not touch your face, you don't touch your arms, you don't touch any portion of exposed skin, especially with these habaneros, because you'll have a bad time if that's what you do. It's really easy to get started. First thing we want to do is take a really small fork, small sharp fork like this, and just puncture each of these peppers a few times. So I'm going to go through all these peppers. It'll fast forward while I'm doing it, and I'll see you in just a second when I'm done. All right, now I've finished poking the holes in my serrano peppers, and like I said, I haven't cooked with these before. Normally I do jalapenos, green chilies, and red chilies, but I just like experimenting with different things, and the first thing that surprised me off the bat is that they actually smell a lot like the hatch green chili peppers, rather than the kind of more almost like pungent and tangy smell that the jalapenos have. And I didn't mention it before, the reason we want to poke holes in it is to allow the smoke to get inside the pepper as well, not just outside. Because when these are finally ready off the smoker, they're not going to be green anymore. They're going to be like almost like a dark greenish brown color. And it completely changes the flavor profile. It tempers the heat actually a little bit. They won't be quite as hot. And I'll get going. Fast forward again while I finish puncturing all these jalapenos. Alright, I've got my jalapenos all punctured, and I'm going to get started on my habaneros here. I'm going to be really careful with these because I don't know how juicy they're going to be. I don't want juice squirting out, getting into my face and eyes. That would not be a good time. I also need to make a little room here. And even when you're wearing the gloves and doing this, after you take the gloves off, you need to wash your hands like several times to be certain that you didn't get any, like maybe you punctured a glove with the fork accidentally. If you got anything going through your hands, you like go to the bathroom or something right after that, believe me, I've made that mistake. It is extremely unpleasant. You don't want to touch any sensitive areas with anything that has touched any of these peppers. Okay, I've got both of my trays of peppers ready to go here. As you can see, that was maybe a 5-minute process total, even with me jabbering in between. So you can get this prepped really quickly. And when we put them on the smoker, Just want to be careful that you don't drop any, because they can roll around pretty easily. And I'm just going to cook these at 165, low and slow. And yeah, the times can vary based on the water content of your peppers, how big or how small they are. Sometimes I get really small jalapenos. Sometimes I've had really big jalapenos. So basically, it's not so much about time; it's about look and feel. And as we'll show as this progresses, these things are going to shrivel up. They're going to become kind of crinkly, like almost they'll look like a leathery texture, but they'll feel really, really soft and pliable. Right now, they're very, very stiff. If I were to try to bend one, it would break. So it's really more about just keeping an eye on them and cooking them to your preference of doneness. I like to have a really heavy smoke flavor in them because they're really nice for imparting smoke flavor into other items, sauces, when you don't that you can't like smoke anything. You can't smoke a sauce really, right? So you can put smoked items in a sauce and get that really nice flavor. So I've got my peppers and the thing. I'm not even going to, as you can see, I opened up my Traeger before I did all this because I don't even want to touch the handles with these gloves right now. I'm going to take off the gloves before I start the grill and make sure that I don't touch any part of these outside gloves with my skin. And if you've never done that before, you grab the portion near the wrist, pull it towards you. Use this other glove you just took to grab the other portion of the wrist and pull everything inside out. And now I didn't touch a single portion of the outside of that glove with my skin. So now I can go ahead and close my grill, turn on my Traeger, and we'll come back when these are looking good and ready to come out of the Traeger. I've just pulled all my peppers out of the smoker. I've got my serrano peppers here on the left, my chipotles on the right, and my habaneros here in the upper right. And what I ended up doing was actually exactly an hour, 165 on super smoke mode, and that got a really nice flavor into the peppers. I could smell the smoke in them. Then I decided to kick it up to 250 because we really want to start pulling the moisture out, so you want to get above the boiling point of water. So you definitely want it well above 212 degrees. I decided to go with 250, and as you can see, these peppers are kind of wrinkly and they've got a much browner color now, not that bright green color. They're also very flexible. This is the type of texture you want when you're trying to decide if your peppers are fully smoked. You can see the serranos are a similar way. So now it's time to do some taste testing. I've got a glass of milk here, so I know I can handle the jalapenos. The serranos smell like they're about the same heat. I just brought one of these kind of close to my face and it started to burn my nose, so I'm going to save that one for last, or else I won't be able to taste anything else. I already know what the chipotles taste like because I've made them a million times, so I'm going to try a little bit of a serrano pepper here. That's really good. That's actually pretty mild so far, at least. And it's got a much sweeter flavor than the chipotle. The heat's kind of starting to kick in a little bit on the back end, but this is a relatively mild pepper. And it's almost got like a citrusy taste to it. It's pretty good. Let's see. Clear my palate a little bit. Chipotle is definitely more spicy. And it's kind of got more like tangy flavor, whereas these were more sweet. And now I gotta choose which one of these I want to try. Yeah, it's gonna be a hot pepper. Let's see how it goes here. That's already extremely hot. I just took like a tiny bite. Oh my God. I'm gonna drink some milk here. If you don't know, you don't want to drink water when something's burning. You want to drink something that has oil in it, like milk. The fats will help dissolve the the hot oil and help. Oh, I was like stuck in my teeth. So I can tell right now that when I start figuring out what kind of recipes I want to use these in, I'm not going to need to use very much at all. I can stick them in the freezer and these will probably last me like a year. Okay, well, as always, thanks for joining us. If you want to check out other videos that I use these recipes in, you can check out the description below. My eyes are watering. If you want to see more videos, you can check out the subscribe button and the bell down below, or hit those so that you can... Oh God, it's so hot. You'll be notified when we get more videos online. And visit nmbbqtrue.com to check out our merchandise and what's coming up, other videos. I'm John Clark. This food is Gringo tested, Burqueño approved, and I'm going to go chug a half gallon of milk right now because my mouth is on fire. See you next time. Oh God.
Told you it would be hot.
Oh God.
Should have saved a little bit of that milk. Make it into the room where you guys get the